How's everybody doing today? For those who are just joining us, welcome to the album release party for Electric Armchair April, Not Born in April.
That's right. That's right. That's from the interview when we interviewed.
Yeah.
So excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
All right, so we're ready when you are. Wait, say that again?
I have been counting down the days.
Yeah. All right, so for those who don't know, introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, and yeah, we'll just take it from there.
All right. Well, I'm Electric Armchair. My name is April. I was originally a poet, and then I started to funnel all my poetry into making music. So now I write, record, mix, and master music using whatever instruments are needed, and I do art. And
Awesome.
I think that's it. I managed to print the little album cover beforehand, so there's like a little thing here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's still drawing.
How many of those do you have? Maybe we can do a giveaway or something, and then we can mail that to them as like one of those giveaway things.
Yeah, I have 90. So I think that's probably enough.
Awesome. All right, so what you got for us?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Last time I was here, I think I was 26. Now I'm 27. Haha. But I did Pleasure Pain, and I got a guitar recording now of it. Cause Andy,
nice.
You were like, oh, bring your guitar on, and you can do some songs. And I'm looking at the album, and none of them are guitar songs. But instead of learning them on synth, I decided to take the guitar anyway. So we'll see what comes up, I guess.
All right.
So
Excited.
This is Pleasure Pain. Like I said, it's about you can't have. It's like a yin yang, so you can't have good without evil. You can't have evil without good type of thing. Can't have pleasure without pain. And here we go. Can you hear that? Okay. drugs. I'd rather take my own course and live like a kid. Maybe when I make mistakes, take the life away. Take the torch that goes with the
Wow,
Oh my gosh. That's like
that
one
was
of my
cool.
favorites
That was
of all
cool.
time.
Yay! My fingers still work.
Oh my gosh. Incredible, Andy, right?
Word. I love that. That's why I didn't want to like. Okay, all right. That's why I turned off the camera and we just enjoyed the music. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So what was the process? I know you said it was a yin yang. You can't have bad without you can't have good without evil. Can't love hate without love and all this other stuff. Talk to me like what made you decide to write this song?
I wrote it down in advance because I didn't think I would be able to answer this. So here is written down. It says, not always are bad experiences a bad thing. You can gain strength from overcoming tough situations. If you're reading this, it means you've overcome hardships already. Sometimes we seek out the shadows to shade us from the sun. Sometimes it's too bright, and sometimes it's too dark, but you wouldn't be able to know how to classify one without the other. Pleasure and pain walk hand in hand. Some people try to appreciate and talk about only positive things and surround themselves with such, but end up honing in on the negativity around them instead. I think our hurdles make us stronger, or at least keep us going, and help us to appreciate good moments around us. They can help us feel more accomplished and worthy of not only of others, but ourselves. I can understand the angle, though, because although I love the rain, I hate getting wet. Can't have one without the other.
Wow.
The rest of the explanation of that is coming in the illustrated comic book based on this album, but I have like 2 more pages of that left, so it's not out yet.
Okay, so
Okay.
we can't get that yet because we're 2 pages away.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I was gonna say. So, for those who are just joining us right now, we're having a album release party for Electric Armchair. April, not born in April. I'm gonna pretty much use that the whole night. But anyway, so the first song you just heard was called Pleasure Pain. So for those who don't know, like she said earlier, she was doing poetry. Now she does music. She also does art. Talk to us about your process when you do your art. How do you do your art? How does the images come to your mind, and how do you put that onto the, how you use it? Like explain that.
So whether I have an idea or not, it's always hard to start an idea. So when I was younger, I'd just stare at the blank page for hours sometimes and not draw anything. So now immediately I draw an X with a ruler from corner to corner, and then I draw somewhere in the middle a circle and a triangle and a square. They're all like centralized. They're not like randomly in the page. It's so that you can draw anything now and it should be balanced. But then once you figure out what you're drawing, round it out, break it down by shapes, and then build it up again. But using references. Like, don't use references the first time so you get your own idea. And then once you have the idea, check to make sure, like, if you have anatomy right or something. And then I'll usually trace out my drawing again so I have 2 copies, and then I'll color that one, either digitally or traditionally.
Makes sense. Awesome. Angela, I'm sorry, because I feel like I'm like
No, I'm
taking
so
over.
happy. I like it when you're driving sometimes, because I just want to say, if you have not checked out April's artwork, it's pretty spectacular. It's very similar to like that 70s acid tripping, like you look at it and you feel good looking at your artwork because it's just so incredibly awesome. Like I said, it's like an acid trip, but like without the drugs. It's pretty spectacular. I mean, honestly, if you have not checked out our work, you must check out this work. I'm serious.
All right. So what else you got for us, April? Talk to us.
I have the second song from the album, which is called the Forest Machine. I made the Forest Machine on my 27th birthday. We went to Scarborough, which is where Jim Carrey grew up, and Ontario. And we climbed, like, we hiked mountains just to get to a beach, and then we had to hike more mountains just to get to the next beach, and it was quite a trip. So this song's kind of just about that.
And April, it's called what now? Forest?
The Forest Machine.
The Forest Machine. All right, from April, Not Born in April, at Electric Armchair.
Yo, this is like, yo, I don't even want to talk right now. I just want to just hear her do music and that's it. Yo, how about you do the questions I just listened tonight? Oh my God, that's so awesome. Oh man. So I got a question though. I do have a question. So you said a lot of these songs were not guitar based, but was it difficult to turn them into guitar based? Like how does that look like to you?
So how it looks like is me saying, oh, I'll just extract the chords. This will be easy. And then for a week going like, fuck, it's not working. And then somehow just pull it all together today.
Nice. What do you got, Angela?
I mean, that's just pretty spectacular. My mind is absolutely blown because I've always wanted to be like that musician, but I just never crossed over or did anything with my life. But like, again, like to take inspiration from what you said in that trip that you were having, that's pretty spectacular. And you get a lot of your inspirations from these kind of like day trips, right? These little weekend trips that you do with.
Yeah, we've been trying to, my husband and I have been trying to like tie them together. So at the same time, we get inspiration from, but we also try to make music videos in these events now so that they're like together. And just so you know, this song like still didn't work out the way I wanted to because I should have muted some notes that I just couldn't seem to do right now. And then I forgot what I was playing right in the middle of the song and I had to think about it.
Well, I wouldn't have even known. Oh, really, honestly.
That's good. There's a little thing written about this song. It says, there is an unrequited love triangle between human, machine, and nature. We are so used to tools and mechanisms which makes our lives easier that parts of nature can seem so unnatural to us.
Makes sense. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. For those who are just joining us, we're having an album release party with Electric Armchair. She just performed 2 songs already from the new album that's coming up tomorrow. Is there a particular time that it comes out, or just
Midnight. Tonight.
midnight? So tonight at midnight will be September 1st. That's when her album will be released. So definitely look out for that. Check it out. Show some love on YouTube channel. Is it also Electric Armchair as well?
Yeah. I think I'm Electric Armchair everywhere except Twitter, which I'm Flying Armchair.
Flying Armchair. There you go. See,
Yeah, because Electric Armchair was 1 letter too long. So.
Okay. Got you. All right. So, what other song you gonna perform for us right now?
This song's even better than the last 2 because this one's my favorite. It's also much longer, so don't be surprised if my fingers can't even play it. This one's called The Carpenter. So it's like,
okay.
I had like Metallica stuck in my head when they tell little children's lullabies. They're like, don't be scared, little one, but we're going to tell you something scary. And it's also a riff-off of like, there was a crooked man who lived in a crooked house. I don't know, it's a nursery rhyme thing.
Sounds good.
Just do it straight.
froze a second. Oh, okay, here we go. No, so the responses are just incredible. Someone said, where is it? Where is it? Reminds me of a Nirvana. I miss that grunge. And they also said, beautiful. This is feels like an art renaissance. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Do you know why it reminds you of Nirvana? Because of something in the way.
Yeah.
So that's how I came up with the guitar quickly. I was like, I already know these chords.
I'll tell you what, I definitely
That's
got
great.
that Metallica sound when you started right away. It very much had
Yeah.
that creepy nursery rhyme where it's not disturbed, but when you think about it, oh my God, I feel disturbed at the same time. I mean, it was such an incredibly haunting, beautiful sound from that one. I can see why that would be your favorite. I mean, I'm still Pleasure
Yeah.
Pain gal over here, but like that is definitely a beautiful, incredible song for sure.
It's kind of a funny song because it's a mother to a child that's basically saying, like, it's kind of sexist too. She's like, don't go outside, the man's going to protect us. But you don't want the child to run into the dark because they could get hurt. And meanwhile, he's just kind of going to some alone time in his cabin. He's not doing anything. But the child's like, what's out there? Why can't I go out there? There must be some, like, evil shit out there.
It's interesting too, right? Because that's an interesting synopsis you said. Because like us as children, we're like, oh, it can't be that bad, and then we'll go and get hurt anyway, and we're like, oh, damn, my mom was right, but we won't admit to our mom that they're right, right? But then there's that other perception where, and I thought about like Tangled, the movie, where like the mom was like, oh, you can't go outside because there's evil people out there, but the reality is, you're saying that's what this is, but the reality is you're the one that's being you're the one being deceitful because you want whatever power she had all to herself, right? So I thought about it from that perspective too. But us being children, us being naive, we don't really know. That's what happens sometimes. We just believe because we're gonna trust that what they're telling us is, oh, that it has to be right. But at the same time, there's that curiosity that's just like, oh wait, but I want to go and get her anyway. I always had this idea of, I don't want to say, let me rephrase that. I always had this perception that it's like, oh, but how am I going to know if I don't go through it type of a situation? Or what do you think, Angela?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Especially, I loved what you did there with the evil on the outside, but it's actually evil on the inside twist. And I mean, April, you really do this incredible job of developing these entire stories that sometimes are not even like here. They're kind of like a sci-fi, but they're complete stories with complete emotions, complete themes. And you just have this incredible, intricate spirit that really just sews so nicely through your lyrics and your sound and your artistry.
Thank you. I think for like years, they were just stories and they had no chorus and they had no verse and they kind of just went on. So it's nice to know that they sound like songs now.
Makes sense. All right. So like I said, no, not like I said earlier, but now I'm saying again today. If you're just joining us, we're having an album release party for Electric Armchair. April, not born in April. And she just performed 3 songs already. You can always check the songs on the replay after it's done. This will definitely be on the podcast as well to end season 6. As tomorrow we will be going to season 7. But like I said, it's been an incredible year so far. So thank you guys for joining us for the album release party for Electric Armchair. So so April, why don't you sing another song once you're ready and give the fans who was just joining in a preview of what we're doing here tonight. But in the meantime, how do you feel right now just doing these already, like just performing it? Like, how do you feel?
I'm sweating.
Well, on this side, you're listening and it sounds
beating.
beautiful.
But it's also good because, like, for a year or two I've been planning to throw a release party, and you guys are the first ones who helped me do that because I couldn't do it. I have a lot of anxiety, and I wouldn't know how to entertain people for an hour.
Wow, I didn't even know that, to be honest.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Well, here at us, Andy and myself, and we also have Rosie Rika, we love throwing people release parties, whether it's a music, whether it's poetry, whether it's whatever. So, hey, if you got something coming up down the pipeline, you want a release party, you just hook up with us and we'll definitely throw it for y'all. Right, Andy?
Word. Yes, sounds like a plan. That's it. You
I
know.
mean, this is our second album release party out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For those who don't know, yes, in season 4 we had Arthur J. Wilhelm releasing his recorded poems, and we sold out 10 CDs within that hour. And now here we are having a second album release party with Electric Armchair.
Yeah.
So this is awesome. Yeah, again, thank you guys for popping in, checking us out.
You have to wait just a couple of more hours because you can't actually get access to the album except for listening to it right here with us because we get the exclusive, Andy. But in midnight, be definitely
yes, midnight the album does get released.
It drops.
Yes,
so we got drops at midnight tonight.
All right, so do your thing.
All right, so this song is called Enigma. I've only practiced this one for 3 days. So it sounds much different with all the synths. It's like a very powered up song, and then it's really soft for this live version instead. So let me just make sure it's loud. Okay. So I'm playing with my fingers before I was playing with the guitar pick, so it is going to be softer. But confusion's not allowed. Such is human. Sorry, I'm gonna restart this one. My fingers aren't working, so we're just gonna have to be patient here. Our confusion's not allowed. Such is human to ask the only word we are aware of. Wanting men will never die. You could try, but only try. Till that spark lit in my eye, which confirms without a doubt, always have another Okay, we got through it, guys.
That is wow. Yeah. So many things went through my mind. I was listening to that. I did get that. Oh my God, you know that song "Nobody's Home" from Avril Lavigne? Like I got that kind of a vibe to it.
Okay.
But I also got I'm on a journey to find myself type of vibe. It's interesting, right? Because I could see a song like this being in the background of a movie, like maybe something happened in the movie and the person's just like thinking about the situation that happened and you just have the song playing in the background kind of thing. So that's what I got from this, but I love the sound. I love the way you was just singing it. It was just amazing. Talk to us about this song.
Sorry, I was reading a comment. What was the last thing you said? Talk about the song? Did you say that?
Yeah,
or did I hear?
I said,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking just now about how like I was like my fingers didn't work and they didn't play the right notes. It worked when I was practicing. Okay. So the song is about I was having a really hard time. I think I had an argument with someone who said I have too many opinions. And so this song was like, of course I have opinions. I'm alive and I care about things, and whether I care about it or not, I have an opinion. If I definitely care about something, I have an opinion because I love it. And you have it says much better in the song because when I say it otherwise, it just kind of sounds mean. But it's not how I mean it. It has good intentions.
Right. No, makes sense. And
Can
I
I
think
say
that's
this,
what it's
Andy?
cool like. Yeah.
I'm like in love with your voice. You have such a beautiful melodic voice. And how did you know when did you know that you could sing like that?
I don't know. I think when I was 3, my parents gave me an xylophone, so I was already writing my own songs. But when I was 7 and I was in grade 1, I signed myself up for the talent show, and I got up there and I sang a song about salamanders that I wrote. And then for the second half of the talent show, I dragged my little brother up there, and he didn't know how to play piano, but I made him. I'm like, just play these 3 notes and improvise. You'll be good. And then I played, I don't know what it's called, it's the song, played piano with 2 hands, and I thought I was great because I was 7. And that's probably the only song I could play on piano until I was like 20.
No way.
Wow. No. I'm just amazed by just the whole process of everything. Yeah. I wanted to go back to what you said about opinions. You know what it is too. Damn. Okay. So this is understanding like about. Oh man. I'm sorry because I'm hate when my mind starts all over the place. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm sorry, guys. Don't kill me.
No.
When it comes to opinions, yeah, people have this thing where it's not okay to have an opinion, but you made a good point. You care about things, and I feel like if I didn't care about this, then I wouldn't have an opinion, right? But the thing is, because I think opinion is more like a concern, if that makes sense. I feel like if I have my opinion on something, it's because I show concern for something that I think, whether it's wrong or right. I think it's okay to put your 2 cents. No, go.
It sounds like
go ahead.
It has more of like a negative connotation because it could be a concern.
Yeah, but actually no. But it could be a concern in a good way too, right? Because because when you have an opinion about something, right, you're showing concern in a sense where, okay, I just want to make sure you're good, but at the end of the day, I support you no matter what. But sometimes there's this idea that, oh, you just kind of like mind your business type situation, and then people take it the wrong way. So I guess I don't think it's more of the expression of the opinion. I think it's more of how do you come off when you express an opinion. I don't know, Angela, help me out here.
No, I think you're saying it just right. Like, yeah, it's hard to say something without necessarily offending somebody, even though you're coming in with pure and good intention. Am I getting what you're saying, Andy?
I think it's just because everyone has their own little things that they grow up with. So when they hear something, they attribute it to different things than other people would, and you have no way of knowing.
Yeah.
Because this song was also called "Where There's a Way, There's a Why."
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna read some of the comments. Opinions come in all flavors. Yeah, I definitely agree with that for sure.
I like that. That's great.
You know what? That should be a B-side for you. Opinions come in all flavors.
Well, I hope I remember it after this. I'll find it and write it.
Can I ask a silly question, everybody? When you hear the word flavors, what flavor do you taste on your tongue? Do you get a flavor
As far as
sensation? When I hear
wait,
opinions
So
come in all flavors, I almost feel like a Cool Ranch Dorito taste in my mouth.
mine isn't really
what?
something that I can actually taste, because when somebody says flavor, I think of banana, but I'm allergic to bananas, so I can't even have them. I just really want them, which can be taken wrong, and my
Okay.
husband heard that.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like this topic right here. This is a good topic. Opinion is a very interesting topic. I think it's not talked about enough, right? Because, see, now you're making me want to look something up here. So what's the actual definition of opinion, and then how do we use that? This is really good stuff. Give me a second. Angela, if you have something to add to it, please.
I don't have anything to add. I'm on pins and needles finding out what's going to happen when you read the definition of opinion here. You got my pins
Okay.
and needles.
No, this is good. No, because this is a really good topic.
All right,
A
I'm
view
waiting.
or judgment. Okay, so a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Another definition is the belief or views of a large number of majority of people about a particular thing, and then an estimation of the quality or worth or someone or something.
I think the word judgment can imply something negatively, but you can also have good judgment and bad judgment, so it's a tough one.
Yeah, that's good. Wow. Oh man. I think it's interesting, right? Because I've had situations where people will give me opinions about something they know nothing about, right? Like if you're single, but you're giving me your opinion on how I should raise my child, to me, it's like, okay, but you don't have experience in that. Like, why would you give me an opinion about something like that? You never had a kid, you never been married. Why are you doing that, right? There's that sense. But then there's the old-fashioned sense where they'll put their 2 cents into something, but that's based on facts from back in the day. But some things cannot be applied now because the civilization and the time and the surrounding has changed. So there's that kind of opinion. So I don't know. I think opinions depends on how it's expressed. I think for the most part, it could have a negative connotation. I don't know. What do you think?
I took a class in high school on how to accept a compliment, and what was told to me was that even if you don't agree with the thing that's said, you could just take it and say thank you, because even if they are a bit naive or whatever they're trying to say, they are trying to help you, and they're trying to make somebody feel better. And so you could just accept it and just be like, nah, I don't agree with it, but just say that in your head. But I don't do that, which is, why we write about this, because we go through these things and we have to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a class I probably need to take. It's very difficult.
Word. All right, so what you got for us now?
There's one more song called Where Dreamers Tread. Oh, wait, the last song, Enigma, I was writing it, and it had no vocals. So I started to read my poetry to it, and I was just improvising melodies until something worked. But Enigma was actually a poem from 2018, so that was a while ago.
Oh, wow.
And so this one, Where Dreamers Tread, is taken from 2 or 3 different poems from 2019.
Look at that. Wow. See how, damn, I love that. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Sorry, I got the melody wrong there. Okay, I've only played this one twice for 2 days. I played it more than twice. the golden nuts and needles within a seed settle. Bittersweetness succeeds, sweetest creep with broken beads. Twirl the fever dream of all, till the needle seems decode. Breathe the drip drop of the poison, bleed and tiptoe from the noises. Slow decadent, evil, the ticket into the sleeping will, sleeping sun, the demons Your dream is dread, your dream is dread. Plastic fruit from purple trees, swing in the wind's trapeze, scrapes the edge of dreaming heads, scrape within the flower beds, stack round absurdities, bring down uncertainties, shapes the ranch where dreamers tread, sing the skin when hours blend. Our dream is dread, our dream is dread. This is, I don't think I can finish this song unless you guys want to hear it one more time. I think that's done. There was
Hey, listen, I
like half a
appreciate.
song left, but that's not, I don't know if it's going to work.
It's
That's
listen, I
fine.
am so excited to get this album that's dropping tonight at midnight because you really, I love that whole entire melody and the whole melodic
Yeah,
sound of that, Andy.
it's different. Yeah.
It goes, so it plays up here at this part, and then it just kind of goes back down here. And I just sing the verse again, but with a few different words, and then it would end.
Okay. Yeah. Metaphoric. Product says it already worked. Beautiful song. Yeah, I
It
agree.
did.
I definitely agree with
It
that.
did, absolutely. It's so cool. You are really such a talent, and I really am so excited that we've been able to connect. I mean, we connected back in 2019, so like to hear that
Yeah,
some of this has been inspired by some of that work, it's kind of like a treat for me because I feel like I've been able to watch some of this evolution of your craft happen
yeah.
all this time.
I wasn't releasing albums or music until 2020,
Mm-hmm.
so it was just poetry.
Mm.
And now it's poetry
Wow.
and music
It's
connect.
everything. I'm sorry. It's not just poetry music. It's poetry. It's music. It's illustration.
Oh
It's
yeah, there's animation as
literation.
well.
It's music video. It's everything. Like you are an absolute artist in all 360
No,
degrees.
Yeah.
I can't dance. I also can't do watercolor, so it's not everything.
Okay, but you can draw like the Dickens. Like I
Yeah,
would kill for that talent. You know what I mean? Okay, so she can't watercolor, no dancing.
yeah. There you go.
But everything else, artistry, just like oozes from your pores.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh
So
man. No.
I should probably release some studio versions of these guitar songs then. So they're unless or else they're just exclusively on here.
Yeah, you did give me some inspirational ideas now that you mentioned that, because I feel like that was just confirmation. I was thinking about doing something like that, like rent a studio or something, record. Like, let's say you'll be the first one and you could like perform it, whatever, but then it'll be like, obviously like it'll be in the actual studio, and then, I will record you as you're performing it, and then we can release it exclusively on here, whatever the case is. There's people who do acoustic versions of the song, but even that, you kind of gave me some, no, I've had some inspiration. I feel like what you just said kind of like, okay, I think you're giving me confirmation that this is a good direction to go. So thanks for saying that.
I've never been to a recording studio. I just kind of have my own. It can fit in a box. It's under my chair
Right.
usually, and then I have to take it out and set it up each time, or else my cat bites all the cords.
Word. I know sometimes Guitar Center does that, where like you could rent like there's like, let's say, how some Guitar Centers they have like a room with all acoustic guitars or whatever, and sometimes I've seen them where you could rent out like a room from them, and then they'll have the guitars around them, whatever, and you could actually like perform. Like I've seen people do that. I think Everclear was one band that did that. They were at the Guitar Center, and it was kind of like a Q&A thing,
Oh,
and they would ask
cool.
them questions, and kind of like what we're doing here, but like asking questions, and then talk about the song, what inspired the song, and then they will perform the song, and then they'll have another question, and forth. So I don't know, you kind of confirm something I've been wanting to do. So we'll talk for sure. But
Yeah, I
guys,
heard when people have their own studios, they still go to studios to like after the album's done, so they can just play it like how I did for you guys, and yeah, they get the whole interview and everything. But I think in Canada, I really have only seen one music store. We just have Long and McQuaid here, and that's it. I have not seen anything else, so I'd have to ask them.
Okay. Awesome. So, April, I just want to say thank you for doing this with us, doing that album release party, and just picking our platform to do it. If you're just joining us or you're just watching the replay, you heard exclusive content first here. Her album releases at midnight tonight. It will be available on YouTube, and that is the cover right there. It's just this has been an awesome night. I'm on cloud 9 because it's like we had I remember the first time you jumped on our open mic. That was season 4, I think it was, and you performed actually 2 pieces, and then here you are doing it again. This time it was an album release party for the new album that's coming up tonight at midnight. So thank you so much for just trusting us with your art and your story. Thank you so much. All right, so we are reaching towards the end, so I wanted to ask you, what are your final thoughts? What do you hope to leave behind? What else you got going on after this album? Any other projects you're working on? Throw it at us.
So my thoughts are that when I first came on here, I played 2 songs. I was incredibly nervous when I woke up that day, as if I was like swallowing my tongue. And today I even was like, okay, Angela, I don't know if I can do it. I might show up at 9 instead of 8. And she was like, you could do it. Come on. But no, I had 5 songs instead of 2, and they almost all worked out. Anyway, so what I have.
I don't want to hear that. They all worked out. You just, with that last one, you just wanted to give us a taste, because you can't give it all away. You can't give all of it. You have to give us a little bit to want to grab onto. So, and they all worked. I don't want to hear that out of your mouth. It was a fucking incredible performance.
Yeah.
You can believe that I tried to tackle all of them on guitar, though, but I don't think some of them are possible, because some of them are just really abstract songs. I definitely recommend taking a listen to the album, Forest Machines by Electric Armchair. At midnight, it will be on Spotify and YouTube and everywhere that music is streamed, except SoundCloud, probably, because I don't have that. Well, I do, but I have, if you want to check out, I have SoundCloud for before 2019, but so
I think if they have SoundCloud, they have to have something else from the list that you already gave. So they're going to get it. They're going to get access to it, because I definitely want to hear that entire complete version, because we got a cool, incredible, intimate performance. I want to hear all of it, how you really meant it
the way I intend for it to be sound, to be listened to. It's best in earphones because it's all surround sound, and it has synths. It's not a guitar album.
It's a synth album, so that's always that's so fucking talented of you to take a synth album and convert it so we could hear it in a guitar and form. So again, thank you for what an incredible release, exclusive and totally alternate version of what they're gonna hear at midnight tonight.
Well, thank you guys, because each time I perform with you, I think, oh, it's not going to be scary when I perform live now, because you guys aren't scary. You guys are great.
Well, you're great. We just sit here.
I'm happy. Yeah, no, I'm happy that you again trusted. You're trusting us with your work and your story and doing some songs for us here. Thank you for that. This is actually this is our first quote unquote acoustic concert of some sort, if that makes sense, on this platform. So again, I've always had an inspiration for something, and I feel like you just confirmed some ideas that something just tells me, just go do it. Like I said, I'll DM you more details, but again, this is just more inspiration to come and more ideas. expand this community. So again, thank you for doing this for us and with us, and thank you for just being you honestly, and just being yourself. You know, it's and you're actually the last episode of season 6 before
I was
we
gonna
go to
comment on that. Yeah. I
yeah.
was gonna say
Yeah.
I ended season 4. I'm ending season 6, so you can expect me at the end of season 8, I guess, and we'll make this a little trend. Feel free to say
Yo, you know what?
Oh my God.
No,
That
actually,
just blew my
this is.
mind. That just
Yeah.
blew my fucking mind
I
right
just
now.
realized that. Yeah, you're right. Yes, yes. Oh my God. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Season 4 and season 6. Wow.
We didn't
Yeah.
do that on purpose, did we?
Wow.
You guys have
Only here on Unraveled
keep
Influence.
going too. Like this is
We're
great.
going. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get to season 8. We'll get to season 8. We're making moves. And again,
Yeah, I could
April, you
announce
gotta
it
get
now.
your
I could.
passport. Because October
Yes.
20th.
I'll just, for those who just joined us, yes, I could announce it now. You'll hear it on the replay as well. So I have the flyer pretty much done. I've been trying to contact you, Angela. We'll talk DM
I know,
soon.
I've been busy this
But
week.
October 20th, we are going to do our first person, in-person open mic / performance, I guess you can say, at a bar called Shorty's. We're the first one in that place to do something like this.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, there's a high demand for art in Bayonne, so I'm capitalizing it where we can kind of expand this platform outside of Instagram to greater heights, and I want to take each and every one of you guys with us, kind of thing, pretty much, and say, hey, let's do this, let's create this thing, and it's gonna be October 20th in Bayonne, New Jersey. A place, the name of the bar place is called Shorty's. I will have details soon on the Instagram and stuff. If you want us to tag you or you want to tell people about it, let us know, and we'll tag you on the posts and keep you guys updated about that. I am excited for this. This is our first time doing this. And I don't care where you're from, whether you live in Canada, whether you live in Pennsylvania, Jersey, or New York, or
Ohio,
Maryland, Ohio, and Angela travels from Ohio all around the world. Literally,
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get her to. We're gonna meet up at Niagara Falls. I gotta get my passport.
Too. We're both getting our passports.
Also, I have to say before I forget, while I was doing Carpenter, I couldn't help but think of something malicious behind your background, because you look like you're like outside in the dark, and I'm like, the Carpenter, and then he's like coming from the background. It's like, no, Angela.
Oh,
well,
like,
you know what? There was
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All you need is Leatherface to come up.
Well, don't worry. I'm good. I'm good here. I'm good, guys. I can defend myself. But no, like a hornet flew by. I think it's towards the middle of your last song, and all of a sudden I went like this. I don't know if I got caught on camera, but I was like,
yo,
it was
that'd be the great. Yeah, this would definitely go viral if like Leatherface just came out of nowhere, just chainsaw, like, oh my God, no! During a live.
I hope if I get attacked by a serial, psychopath, that it does go viral. I would hope that.
Just think, oh, this is what they planned, though. They planned it to be this way.
Listen, I would be very disappointed if that happened and it didn't go viral. You know what I mean? I feel really sad about myself.
Oh my God.
Some podcast horror movie. That'd be great, though. That should be a horror movie. It's just a podcast, but, movie related.
Oh my God, it totally could be like the found footage kind of thing. Like
we're already poets. We could have our own scripts and act something out.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Andrew from our friend who was Crap Hound Love. I can't remember.
Crap Hound Love, yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned something about how he believes that poets and cinematographers, directors should get together and start utilizing, film and poetry and that kind of artistry. So